bunch of stuff, and right now we are making banana bread.
Good job. Alright, she said it best. We are having a big kitchen day today. I have a list, a little whiteboard, 99-cent whiteboard. I have a list to knock out, and I haven't shared with you guys, but I'm trying to stock our freezer with quick snacks and like breakfasts, bread stuff for the boys to grab on their way out the door to work in the morning. So like English muffins or biscuits, things like that that they can eat once they're thawed on the road, because they have about a 2-hour drive to their jobs. We pulled our big freezer out of our storage trailer. It's a 16-foot box trailer. I think I've mentioned it before. I'll show you some clips of me and the boys pulling that out of our storage trailer. You guys, I scored. I found some wide mouth lids and bands, brand new. And I found a whole case of quart-sized jars. We've been having a really hard time keeping our food cold, basically. We need more space. We need more room in our freezer to keep enough meat on hand for meals for our family. And so we've waited a really long time, but I guess we're just gonna try it. We're gonna try to hook the freezer up to the generator and see if it'll stay cold long enough, because we do turn off the generator for a few hours every day. And we're hoping that the freezer will stay cold, stay frozen, and keep the meat frozen, because our little tiny RV freezer is just not cutting it. I'm not able to meal plan. I'm not even able to keep enough meat on hand to cook enough food for a family of 12. So we are gonna give this a shot. We pulled the freezer out of our big old trailer. It's not even that big, guys. It's 16 feet. Our whole entire life fits into 16 feet. So, or what we have left of it. So we pulled the freezer out, and we're gonna hook it up to our generator, and we'll see how it goes. But we pulled it out, we plugged it in, and we did a test run this weekend because we shut off our generator for about 4 to 5 hours every day. So we wanted to make sure it stayed cold after the move back and forth across the country, that it was still staying cold during those downtimes. And it stayed cold, and goodness, it's such a blessing. I missed my freezer. So we're gradually stocking that back up for this coming fall and winter and whatever it may bring. And today I'm gonna start with stocking it up with some banana bread, some bagels, some English muffins, 2 batches of pizza dough. I'm making some baby food. I have some sweet potatoes roasting in the oven so I can make some baby food for Asher. I'm gonna freeze some broth, and we're making banana bread with Shiloh right now, and I'm going to make a loaf of artisan bread, but that artisan bread will just be for us to eat today. So it's a big kitchen day. There's other things on the list that have nothing to do with the freezer, like shredding chicken. But we're gonna just take you along with our crazy kitchen day in our little tiny camper here in the woods of Tennessee. The banana bread recipe that we are using today is Joanna Gaines' banana bread recipe, and we make a double batch and cook it in a sheet pan, and then I cut it up into squares, wrap it up, and throw it in the freezer.
We are making, what are they called? Energy bites?
Energy bites.
I added, these are cheese seeds, and then next we gotta add the honey. And then we mix it, and then we put it in the freezer, right?
Mix it and we roll it into balls.
And then we put it in the freezer.
What else did you add in there?
Peanut butter, oats, and chocolate chips.
That's enough of that.
What are you making?
Artisan bread, Mom.
Over here, Emma is mixing up artisan bread. I am putting Asher's baby food into little silicone cups to flash freeze. And Emma and Birdie, what are you making?
I'm making tomato pie.
You're making tomato pie and you're making artisan bread? That looks delicious.
Oh, and me and Mom, which is holding the camera, we are making bread.
We've got a big chunk of our list already knocked out. The banana bread should be out of the oven in about 15 minutes. The baby food's already done and headed into the freezer. These energy bites that Abby's mixing up will be done in a flash. And then Emma's artisan bread will be mixed up and rising for the next 3 hours. So many hands make light work. It often looks like a bomb went off in this little camper just because so much work gets done and so much hustle and bustle with so many people in a tiny space. But you guys, we're doing the best we can. Babies were getting fussy and it was getting hot in the house, so we came outside to do our afternoon chicken chores. Here come the chickens. We move our meat birds twice a day and we feed them twice a day. We have 27 left. I think we lost a few. We still have our 2 ducks and we have 17 chickens. We don't know who's a rooster and who's a hen yet. And we lost 2 chickens the other night. Something got them. But we've been letting them free range for the most part. Well, actually, for all of the parts. We've been letting them free range because we just feel like we have so much land and it's better for them to be on fresh grass every single day. I just didn't have the strength or the time to move that chicken fence and all the T-posts every day. So I felt like allowing them to free range until we could make them a mobile system of some sort was best for them. So that's what they do. And then they roost up in these little trees all over here at night. And every morning they're on our front porch. The garden is wild right now, y'all. It is literally wild. I saw a post from Jason from Sow the Land and he said, this is the time of the year where we just let the garden be what it wants to be. And my garden wants to be wild. So we're letting the garden be wild. We have a new carburetor coming for our weed eater, I think on Wednesday. So Brandon's gonna switch that carburetor for me. And then hopefully Thursday or Friday, we're gonna weed eat all of this garden and start making new beds for our fall crops, which I'm probably late, but I'm gonna do what I can do. We finished up our list, all but 2 things. We still have to shred chicken, which is no big deal. We can do that in a hot second. And we have to make 2 batches of pizza dough, which I think I'm just gonna make tomorrow. These kids were so helpful and we got a lot accomplished today. We ran out of propane and out of gas at the same time, so we're gonna have to head on into town now and fill both of those things up. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. We will see you on the next one.